I am done.
Honey,
Done with it. I'm done.
I want to go back home. I want to go back to my children. This is ridiculous. Like, you can't turn her to a housewife. That's what's going on.
Hello everybody, welcome to TLC's 90-Day Fiancé show. Please click on the subscribe button and give this episode a thumbs up. Sophie Sierra of 90 Day, The Last Resort clarified that she had no ulterior motives for being with Rob Warren and revealed significant information on her legal status in the U.S. To marry Rob, she came to the United States on a K-1 visa. Despite their trust concerns, the pair married in 2023. However, Rob made Sophie feel unloved, which caused problems in their marriage. In order to deal with their issues, they watched season 2 of 90 Day, The Last Resort, but they discovered during therapy that they weren't meant to be together. The relationship between Sophie and Rob was eventually terminated. After initially refusing to recommit to Rob, Sophie admitted to having several sexual encounters with him at the season 2 tell-all of 90 Day, The Last Resort. There was a lot of criticism after this revelation, with some people doubting why she was with Rob. Sophie responded to the criticism by stating on her Instagram story that she had already received her green card at the time of her reconciliation with Rob. According to @90dayfiancé_Alexa, she said, "Am I able to survive? Okay, I'm just a girl. So for the people who swore I only was there with him for my green card, or that I wasn't attracted to him, what now?" Sophie then posed a challenge to her detractors. Sophie Sierra's explanation on green card rumors following Rob's split: there were no ulterior motives for Sophie to sleep with Rob. When Sophie and Rob first started dating, they were content together. Before Sophie came in the US, though, their relationship rapidly soured. She married Rob in the hopes of a better future, even though she had major reservations about the union. Regretfully, a lot of 90 Day Fiancé fans doubted her motives, thinking she simply wed Rob to obtain a green card and to pursue a career in American showbiz. Sophie has made multiple attempts to explain herself on social media, yet the abuse has persisted. Many fans felt duped after discovering at the recommitment ceremony that Sophie had slept with Rob after splitting from him. They think that in order to maintain her legal status in the US, Sophie would have desired to continue living with Rob. She is alleged to have had an intimate relationship with Rob in order to obtain her green card. But now Sophie has made everything apparent. She rekindled her intimacy with her American husband because she wanted to show viewers of 90 Day, The Last Resort, that she really had romantic feelings for him. Our interpretation of Sophie Sierra eliminating green card rumors: Sophie genuinely had a deep affection for Rob. Sophie was introduced in her debut season as having led an opulent life before to meeting Rob. Nevertheless, in order to be with Rob, she was prepared to make concessions, such as living in an apartment without a bathroom. Perhaps because she truly loved him, she made an effort to put his cheating scandal behind her. Her sacrifices show that she didn't lie to Rob and that she genuinely cared for him. She now desires fans of 90 Day, The Last Resort should be aware that she is a green card holder and that she will not have any hidden agendas if she and Rob continue their relationship. Jasmine Pineda, actress of 90 Day, The Last Resort, is inconsolable as she discloses that Rob Warren abused her for her dating choices while she was in the hospital following the production of the tell-all. Jasmine and her partner, Matt Brownies, are currently in their third trimester of pregnancy. Following the recommitment ceremony, Jasmine and Gino Palazzolo split up, while further information about their split is yet unknown. Rob asserted, however, that Jasmine came up with the open marriage scheme in order to publicly cheat on Gino. Jasmine hurried to throw a shoe at Rob when he used disparaging language. Rob's history as an adult content developer was disclosed by Jasmine. Even still, Rob's supporters are few because he insulted a pregnant woman. Jasmine is appreciative of their help. In an Instagram story, Jasmine expressed her gratitude to her fans for their unwavering support. Jasmine disclosed that she was unable to attend the reunion because she was still dealing with the trauma from filming. She went on to say, "I ended up in hospital after this tell-all," describing the toll it took on her. Jasmine claimed that although many people were still pointing the finger at her, they were unaware of so much to the story. Since everything would eventually come to the public eye and people would comprehend her, Jasmine made the decision to forego providing an explanation. What Jasmine's post-tell health status means for her unborn child. How did Jasmine's baby fare? Since she has been a part of the business for nearly 5 years, Jasmine is accustomed to the vitriol that she encounters. Even her own husband has body shamed her by making fun of her implants. Rob's remarks regarding her child, however, were too much for Jasmine to take. Even though Rob could have remained silent like the rest of the group and allowed Jasmine to explain why she broke up with Gino and decided to have a child with Matt, he went for the low-hanging fruit of her pregnancy. Maybe Rob didn't realize how difficult her pregnancy had been. Over the last 3 months, Jasmine has been going to the hospital a lot. She worried because she thought her baby was coming early and passed out at a Walmart. Jasmine worries about passing on her heart ailment to her unborn child. Babies with exceptional needs have also been born in her entire family. The last thing Jasmine could have anticipated amid all of her concerns regarding her unborn kid was for a cast member to question her decisions and accuse her of infidelity on the basis of information they learned from her resentful and estranged spouse. Our analysis of Jasmine's refusal to watch Tell All, The Last Resort. Jasmine is dealing with trauma reliving the events of the 90-day, The Last Resort. Tell All is something Jasmine is unwilling to do. She filmed it in January 2025, and the stress of the process has already sent her to the hospital. But the scenes are still vivid in her memory. Rob has been the target of her criticism. Although the reality TV star may be appreciative of her supporters, people are also criticizing Jasmine a lot. She should probably stop using social media until the baby is born, healthy, and content. The 90-day Fiancé star Annie Suwon is flaunting her thin figure just weeks after giving birth to her first child in Thailand with David Toborowski. Given their 24-year age difference, Annie and David had no desire to have children. Annie had PCOS, and David had a vasectomy. Notwithstanding these difficulties, David and Annie began IVF therapy in January 2024 and were fortunate to have their first child a little more than a year later. Annie, David, and her infant are currently in Pattaya, and it appears that they intend to stay there indefinitely. Over the past few years, Annie and David have become more fitness conscious. In 2022, Annie revealed her own glam makeover, and David lost more than 10 pant sizes. But until lately, Annie's fitness regimen had taken a back seat. Now, she's impressing fans with her postpartum figure. Annie posted a video of herself putting on various gowns for a clothing line. Annie's admirers couldn't help but notice her startling weight reduction change as she slipped into one attractive garment after another. Annie's admirers observed that she doesn't appear to be a new mother. Bedeselments_, an Instagram user, commented, "You look fantastic. My son is 31 years old, and I still weigh baby weight." Made with Grace 86, meanwhile, remarked, "Where, baby? You look fantastic. You don't even look like you just had a baby," wrote another enthusiast, Chrisaneker. The implications of Annie's weight loss for her health following childbirth. How David and Annie's fitness goals have been couple goals since his first appearance on reality TV. David has been open about his experience losing weight. Before traveling to Thailand to meet Annie, David was overweight, but he lost a significant amount of weight. In addition to having a stroke, David's personal life was in ruins due to his divorce and joblessness. Over the following several years, David's weight began to return despite his decision to change to a better lifestyle. Annie accompanied David on his fitness journey as he lost 70 pounds in 2022. David has frequently discussed how walking aids in his weight loss. He always walks a lot when he travels to Thailand. David walked about 30,000 steps a day, even during Annie's pregnancy. Even if she was unable to accompany him at the time, Annie might have started walking gently as a kind of exercise following her delivery. Annie seemed eager in shedding the postpartum weight as quickly as possible, even though she is still in the postpartum recovery phase. Our view of Annie flaunting her weight loss following the birth of her child. Is Annie going to be like Loren Brovarnik? None of the comments complimenting her weight loss have received a response from Annie. She may decide not to draw attention to herself right now. Loren, her co-star, came under fire when she began discussing weight reduction on social media as soon as she gave birth. Loren was charged with encouraging women to bounce back after giving birth because of their pregnancy weight. Rather than aiming for quick weight loss, 90-day Fiancé star Annie might just concentrate on a good recovery and long-term weight control, only discussing her progress when she believes it's appropriate. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Get more updates daily.